Hello everyone and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria and we are pulling forward angelic messages for you. This is for all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So this is a timeless reading. Whenever it finds you is exactly when it's meant to. You may resonate with one or two of the messages in here or perhaps all of them. Sometimes we do unpack them a little bit later down the road when it's a little bit more in alignment with our current circumstances. But let's have a look and see what we've got coming out. Here's your first message. And we have Shamuel, let love in. You are beloved. You are cherished more than you'll ever know. It's time to begin seeing yourself through the eyes of God's Spirit Source. Choose to move beyond self-criticism and judgment. Be open to seeing yourself in a more loving way. When you are willing to see yourself lovingly, you open the doors of your heart and all forms of love enter it. Your activation. I am willing to see the love I have within. Your next message. The Holy Spirit, miracles are possible. Your ability to experience miracles is down to your capacity to believe that miracles are possible for you. Don't give up hope. A real turnaround is possible now. The light of angels is surrounding you, inviting you to step into the most gracious receiving state possible. Open your heart and expect a miraculous solution. You are worthy. Know it. Your activation. I am worthy of miracles in all forms. A little bit of a theme for you at the moment. Have you been going through a rough time, Scorpio? Have you been feeling that nothing's working out for you? Have you been feeling as though all of your efforts are in vain? Fear not, because there's a lot of great things happening, but we need to be honest with ourselves and fully open to receive and allow things to happen naturally and not force them into existence. Call upon all of your angels, spirits, and guides for your assistance, and especially their Archangel Shamuel showing up for you guys. Let's have a look and see what the healing angels have for you. And we have trust. Oh, trust. Number one, it is important that we trust ourselves. Do you trust you're on the right path? Do you trust in the decisions that you are making? Do you trust the decisions that you've made previously? Are you filled with regret? Trust is a fickle little thing, isn't it? Takes a long time to trust, and it takes moments, seconds to obliterate it. But no matter what our situation is, and no matter what we've been through, and even if we've been through things that we kick ourselves and we say, I shouldn't have done this, or I shouldn't have trusted this person, or I knew this situation was wrong and I did it anyway. Trust that there's something in there because of that. There's a lesson, there's wisdom, there's an experience that you were meant to have because it sets you up in some way for a better tomorrow. But it's hard for us to sometimes really believe that if things have kind of gone a little bit sideways. But trust that wherever you are right now is exactly where you're meant to be. It may not feel like it, but it is. Open your heart to trust as well, right? We've got Shamuel here, let love in. Trust. Have you had some friendships that have gone sideways? Maybe there's been a friend that you have known for a long time, and all of a sudden one day you find that they betrayed you in some way. Maybe it's something you can fix, you can heal from, you can forgive, and maybe it isn't. Sometimes things run their course, and sometimes we need that experience to show us that perhaps this person or the situation is not going to be part of our future. It's a hard lesson to learn, but inevitably, sometimes we need to. But the angels are here to help you open your heart and trust again. Most especially yourself. But also trust the angels as long as they are showing you signs. They're always showing you signs. They're always guiding you. They're always protecting you. But trust them when you call on them, that as soon as you call on them, they are there for you. They're always watching. But you can sometimes, if you're in a sticky predicament, you can surrender your free will to your angels and trust that they will take over. They can't do it unless you give them that permission. But it's kind of like that song. What was that song? Jesus, Take the Wheel, I think it was, right? And that's surrendering free will, like, oh my goodness, I'm not going to get out of this alone. So call on your angels, your spirits, your guides for help when you need to, especially if it's a healing energy as well. Nature. Oh, nature is wonderful. Connect with nature. When's the last time you were outside? Maybe you're in somewhere in the middle of winter where it's a little bit too chilly to go outside. Well, you can bring the outside inside as well. Bring a plant inside. Bring some greenery inside. It can help you feel a little bit more connected and alive. And of course, plants inside our home are good for our home. They're healthy for our home. But nature can be very healing, because when we connect with nature, when we go outside, we are actually grounding our energy, and we're connecting in a physical way to the universe. And we can see the life cycles of the trees and the plants and the forest. We can recognize that, sometimes there's some things that are just bigger than us. And sometimes our things that are happening in our lives, maybe they just don't feel quite as big when we're outside. So connect with nature. There is a healing energy that is available to you. Even if all you do is sit outside on your balcony in a chair wrapped in a blanket and just sit and just quiet your mind. But you're outside, you feel the wind on your cheeks, you feel the sun on your face, you feel the snow landing on your nose. And it can make you feel alive. Let's see what else we've got. Beautiful. We have the Ace of Swords. Love the Ace of Swords. New beginnings. We've got the Page of Cups. Ooh, new spiritual awakenings and messages. And we've got the Nine of Swords. All right. So for some of you here, your dreams are showing you the way forward. We've got the Three of Swords at the back of the deck. Ouch. But that's why Archangel Chamuel is here. That's why the trust healing energy is here. That's why the nature healing energy is here. That's why the Holy Spirit is here. Three, the Trinity, right? The Three of Swords. This is your angels reminding you that whatever hurts you have from the present, from the past, maybe even ones yet to come, they will heal with time. Sometimes we need things to break us open to see what we truly want. Sometimes we need heartbreak to show us our true path. But the Three of Swords is the angels encouraging you to embrace the healing energy, let go of the past, open your heart, find forgiveness in your heart so that you can move forward. And Scorpio, yes, sometimes you get a bad rap, don't you? Right? Your Scorpion energy, right? And, yes, while Scorpio is known for revenge or for the sting of anger, it doesn't have to be something you hold on to. Because Scorpio is highly intuitive, very psychic, very creative, very artistic. And there's so many positive qualities about you that you can find forgiveness as well. And there's a gentle side to your soul. But we sometimes forget that. But we do have the Ace of Swords coming in here. Now, this can be a big idea, a new beginning, a fresh start, a new way of thinking. Sometimes we've got the spark of an idea when we've got the Ace of Swords, but we haven't quite put a framework around it yet. It's like, I've got this idea and I just don't know how to make it happen. Or it's kind of a little bit fuzzy, but it's becoming clearer to me. With the Ace of Swords, we can find new sources of communication. We can find the clarity that we're seeking. we can start to figure out which path, which direction that we want to go in. The aces do bring about a little bit of luck and some positive vibes and gifts from the universe, so stay open to some messages that are coming in here for you. Are they healing messages? Is it messages of love and kindness? Is it messages to get started on a big idea or a small idea, right? Don't forget the small things, they add up into big things. But communicate clearly, not just with yourself, not just with your angels and the universe, but with other people as well. Misunderstandings are very easy to come by these days, especially in the age of technology. Text messages misunderstood. Emails not read the right way. We tend to read something written down based on the mood that we're in. If we're in a bad mood and someone sends us a message, we're more likely to read it in a negative way or with some angry undertones. If we're in a good mood, we tend to read things a little bit more jovial. So be aware of communication and communication issues, and is there a better way that you can communicate with others and not jump to certain conclusions? They've ghosted me, they don't like me anymore, they're mad at me. Because that electronic communication, especially the written word, it's a skill, it's an art, right, to write things down in a way that won't be misunderstood. Pick up the phone, meet someone for a drink, go for a walk in nature with somebody, have a conversation, and that could certainly help you get back on track. But we do have a Page of Cups here as well, and the Page of Cups is often very much shows up as a sign from spirit that there's some sort of awakening and evolution happening for you. Messages from the beyond. Watch your dreams with the Nine of Swords. Yes, the Nine of Swords can be overthinking, overanalyzing, too much in your head, not enough in your heart, thinking the worst of a situation, even though maybe there isn't the worst to be thought about. Sometimes we jump to those negative conclusions. Why? Because it's in the middle of the night. We're tossing and turning, and things that go bump in the night sound louder and more negative than they do in the day. So if you're trying to figure out the world's problems in the middle of the night, you're probably not going to do it in the light of day. But it is a nighttime energy, a nighttime card. So you might be waking up in the middle of the night. You might not know why. Maybe you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. This is the time when spirit communicates with you the most. And so with these energies coming in here, start a dream journal. It doesn't even need to be a fancy journal, just a pen and paper beside your bed. But the trick, if you are someone that always forgets their dreams as soon as you wake up, part of the trick to remembering them is when you wake up, keep your eyes closed and be still. As your conscious mind becomes more alive, capture the essence of that dream. As soon as you open your eyes and you move, you're probably going to lose some of it. So what were the images in your mind that you woke up with? What was the energy? What were your thoughts? Can you capture a conversation? Can you capture a face? Can you capture a feeling, right? And once you've got that, open your eyes and quickly jot it down. And it may not necessarily make sense right there because your brain's still a little bit foggy, but maybe later in the day or maybe after the course of a few days of writing things down that you're dreaming of, the answer may become a little bit more clear. And it can be something that maybe answers a conundrum that you've been going through. It can be pretty much anything. It can be encouragement to follow a dream. Who knows, right? It's different for every single one of you. But the Page of Cups here shows that there's new messages, new communication coming in. Watch for signs, symbols, and synchronicities, okay? For some of you, there's new love on the horizon. Talking to someone new, meeting new people, making new friends, get outside, go have fun, do something interesting. But with the Page of Cups here, keep the pressure off, right? Because don't put pressure on yourself, Nine of Swords. It's not going to help you, right? The more we force something, the more we push it away. So we have to allow. And even though the Page of Cups is kind of a dreamy kind of energy, right? It's like, oh, I've got an imagination, daydreaming about all these wonderful things. That's wonderful. But don't put your eggs all in one basket, and stay open, because often the new loves, new connections, new friends, they're usually something a little bit different than what we thought, because it's all about energy. But this is time to get creative. If you've got any projects or plans or anything like that you want to do, the Page of Cups says that you can use your imagination and you can create whatever it is that you're dreaming about. So whether it's a new level of psychic abilities coming in here for you, new loving connections, doesn't have to be romantic, but it certainly can, or new creative endeavors. Things are opening up for you, there's improvements coming in for you, and there's new beginnings coming in for you. But don't worry and don't put pressure, Nine of Swords, on yourself. Sometimes we need to let those things go. Message from Archangel Jeremiel. When you call upon me, I will empower you to develop your spiritual gifts so you can more easily receive heaven's messages. Contact and work with Archangel Jeremiel. Your affirmation. My psychic gifts are strong and trustworthy. Angelic messages flow easily to me. Messages from your guardian angels. Remember to call upon us for assistance every day. We are always ready to lend a helping hand. You just need to ask. We have many guardian angels. Call upon them. Your affirmation. There is always a divine solution to every challenge. Everything always works out for my highest good. Remember that. Your highest good. Might not work out sometimes the way you envision it, but things always work out for your highest good. Message from the love angels. Ooh, exciting. When you have any fears surrounding love in your life, ask for our guiding hands to bring healing and reassurance that all will be well. Your affirmation. I believe in the power of love. I allow for healing in all my relationships, including the one I have with myself. Believe that. Let's get some angel numbers out here for you. You may already be seeing some of these numbers, but you may also start to see them in the weeks to come. Let's see what we've got for you. 1441. Now 14 is actually the number of the Temperance card, which is balance and healing. Some enlightenment there as well, spiritual alchemy with that one. And we've got family ties, connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties. How do you move forward towards your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. 606. Optimism. Love, peace, hope, and optimism. Transferring responsibility to others, progress, and creativity. Pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, Ace of Swords, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. And 1717, beautiful. 17 is the number of the Star card, blessings and miracles. Good fortune, someone watching over you, good fortune, unforeseen forces, and direction. Even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams will come true soon. Beautiful message. Claim that. I'll leave that there. Those are your messages. I thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed your reading, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.